Hello everybody, I am Mrs. Pranjal Zog from first year engineering department at PCCUE Nigadi Pune. I have come up with lecture number 2 on unit number 6, that is insulation resistance. Let's get started. First, let us define what is a insulator. Now we all are aware that insulator is a material which has very high resistance, or we can say which has very low conductance. Some of the examples of this insulating materials are mica, porcelain, paper, glass and rubber. Now these insulating materials are used to cover on the conductors of high voltage and high current. Now you can see I have taken a diagram for a single core cable. You can see that this is the conductor. You can see this is the conductor and this is being covered with the insulating material. Now what happens here is, let me say that this is a copper conductor and this is the insulating material which is covered around this particular conductor. Now the one reason over here is for electrical isolation purpose, and the second reason is to give the mechanical strength to this particular cable. Now you can see that there will be some potential difference between these 2 points. This point, let me say at this point, let me say this is a point A where I have a potential value of VA and here I have the potential value of VB. So under that condition there will be potential difference between these two. So there will be leakage current which will be flowing from this part A to part B. If you compare the potential at this point and this point, there will be lower potential over here and higher potential over here. So the current direction will be from the conductor towards the surface of the insulating material or the surface of the cable. Now this current is called as a leakage current and it is going to radially move outward on the surface of the cable. Now in the next part we will be defining what is insulation resistance. Let us define with the insulation resistance. Now this resistance will be defined with respect to the leakage current. We should remember that insulation resistance is defined as the resistance offered by the insulating material to the flow of leakage current. Now what will be the resistance of the insulating material? Ideally it should be infinite, but in practice it is of very high value in mega ohms. I can write this particular value of Ri, which is nothing but the insulation resistance, as V, that is voltage measured between the conductor and earth, as I have already stated, VA minus VB, divided by IL, that is the leakage current. So we have Ri which is equal to V upon IL. Let us take a single core cable. And here we have already seen what is the leakage current. We have seen in the previous slide that the current direction will be from this value to this value. This is called the leakage current and it is going to move radially outward. Now we know that due to infinite resistance of the insulating material used, some leakage current will flow from the conductor in the outward direction. This current flows in the direction radially outward. Now this is the conductor. I have taken a conductor which is covered with the insulation. You can consider this to be a single core cable. You can see that this is the conductor and this is the insulating material which is covered on it. Now we are here to obtain the value of Ri, that is insulation resistance. I have taken the previous diagram as it is. You can see this is the conductor and this is being covered with the insulating material. The radius of the conductor is nothing but R1 and the radius of the cable is nothing but the R2. Now here what we have done to obtain the expression for Ri, we can consider a small part of this particular cable. Let me say the length dr I have considered, and the cross-sectional area for this particular cable will be 2 pi r into L. Now we are aware about the formulation for resistance. The resistance can be given as rho into L upon A. Now here let me say the length is equal to dr and the cross-sectional area is equal to 2 pi r into L. So let me say dri, which is a small value of insulation resistance, which is equal to r rho into length of path followed by the leakage current divided by area. So we have rho into dr upon 2 pi r into L. We will be using this expression, and we have got the value of small dri. To get the value of Ri, what we will have to do? We will have to consider the path from R1 to R2, because that is the path that is covered by this leakage current. So we will have to integrate this particular expression from the limits R1 to R2, because that is the path that is traced by the leakage current. Now here, to get the total resistance Ri, we have taken the integration from R1 to R2. We have already obtained the value of dri, which is this one. If we remove out the constants from this one, which is rho upon 2 pi L, we get integration R1 to R2 for dr upon R. If we put it into proper formulation, we get the final answer for Ri, which is equal to rho upon 2 pi L log E R2 upon R1 in ohms, where R1 is the radius of the conductor and R2 is the radius of the cable, including the conductor and insulator. Or I can say R2 is equal to R1 plus the thickness of the insulating material. Now what we can conclude from this final expression is the value of Ri is inversely proportional to the length, and the insulation resistance is directly proportional to the resistivity. Now the value of resistivity rho that we will be considering over here will be the resistivity of the insulating material that is being used. Similarly, we have seen that Ri is directly proportional to the logarithm of radius of insulating material, that is R2 minus R1, which we have obtained over here. Now, what are the factors that affect the value of insulation resistance? It is temperature and moisture. If the temperature is going to increase, the resistance will decrease. Which resistance will decrease? The insulation resistance will decrease. It is quite obvious that when the temperature increases, some of the valence electrons jump from the conduction band and become free for conduction. That is why, due to increase in conductivity, insulation resistance is going to decrease. Similarly, with the effect of moisture, as we know, water is good conductor of electricity. So if the insulating material is going to absorb some moisture, it will provide an easy path for the leakage current to flow. Therefore, the insulation resistance will decrease with the increase in moisture. Now let's go through the numericals. We are already knowing the value of Ri. What is the formulation for Ri that we have derived? Ri is rho upon 2 pi L into log E R2 upon R1. Let's go through the numerical. In the numerical, it is given that a single core cable is given with the conductor diameter of 1.5 centimeter and its outer diameter is 3.9 centimeter. Now here the diameters are given, but in the formulation we will be requiring the radius. Now we can take 1.5 divided by 2 and 3.9 divided by 2 for R1 and R2 respectively. The resistivities of conductor and insulating material are given in separate. And what is asked for a cable length of 100 meters, the insulation resistance and the conductor resistance is asked. Now the formula for conductor resistance will be R, which is equal to rho into L upon A, where the value of rho will be taken for the conductor, which is specified in the numerical as 1.73 into 10 to the power minus 8 ohm meter. So we will substitute it over here. We will take the length, which is given as 100 meters over here, and the area can be found out as pi d square. So we will be getting this value, or pi r square, pi by 4 d square or pi r square. So which is this value, and insulation resistance can be given as Ri upon Ri, which is equal to rho upon 2 pi L log E R2 by R1. Let's take the value of rho. Rho is given as 8 into 10 to the power 12 ohm meter, and 2 pi is a constant, and L is given which is equal to 100. I have already told you how to get the value of R1 and R2. You should remember that the value of R1 will be 1.5 divided by 2 and R2 will be equal to 3.9 divided by 2, and in that case you get this value of insulation resistance. Let's move further with the next numericals. The second numerical is about calculate the insulation resistance of 1000 meter long cable with the conductor diameter 1.5 centimeter. Outer diameter of the cable is given which is 5.5 and the resistivity of the dielectric is given. It's a straightforward question. Again, the value of Ri we know. Ri is equal to rho upon 2 pi L log E R2 upon R1. So if we substitute the values, we will get this value as 1654.3 mega ohms. Generally, we have already discussed that the insulation resistance should be practically infinite, but in practice it will be in mega ohms. Let's see the next question. The next question is about the insulation resistance per kilometer of a single core cable having a conductor diameter of 1.2 centimeter and insulation thickness of 1.5 centimeter is 550 ohms. And the question is asked about find the percent increase in the insulation resistance if the insulation thickness is increased by 50%. Now the value of Ri is specified which is 550 mega ohms per kilometer. The value of D1 which is given in the numerical which is equal to 1.2. So the value of R1 will be half of it. The thickness of insulation is given which is 1.5. We will get the value of R1 which is equal to half of this, so it will be 0.6 centimeter. I have already told you when we have gone through the diagram that R2 can be written as R1 plus the thickness of insulation. So the R1 value is equal to 0.6 and the thickness of insulation is given which is 1.5. So 0.6 plus 1.5 will give us 2.1 centimeter. Now here the value of Ri is given and we have to find out the percent increase in the insulation resistance if the thickness is increased by 50%. Ri is equal to rho upon 2 pi L log E R2 by R1. We can substitute the value of R2 by R1 and we can get the constant value for this one which is rho upon 2 pi L. If we take the constant value of this one which is K is equal to 439.10 raised to 6. In the next part we will be requiring this value to substitute. Now the new thickness of insulation will be this 1.5 centimeter is already there and we have to increase further this thickness by 50%. So we can take 1.5 centimeter into 1.5. So we get the 50% increased thickness equal to 2.25 centimeter. Now the K value is already with us in the previous part. We will substitute it and we will write log E as 2.25 divided by 0.6. Under that condition, we get the new value of insulation resistance under the increased thickness factor included, which is equal to 684.025 mega ohms. The initial value that we had been given in the numerical is 550. Now the question is about what is the percentage increase in the insulation resistance. So we can take this new insulation resistance value minus the previous insulation value divided by the previous insulation value into 100. So that will give us percentage increase in the Ri. That is equal to 24.37%. So this is about the numericals that we have done on the insulation resistance. Now the questions in the exam may be asked to derive the expression for insulation resistance. It may be asked about define the insulation resistance, or some numericals may be asked about the insulation resistance. You have to remember about insulation resistance that insulation resistance is inversely proportional to the length and the value of insulation resistance is in mega ohms. Ideally, the value of insulation resistance should be infinite. And you have to remember that the numerical may be asked to find out the conductor diameter and the insulation resistance